Hello friends, now let us take up the concept number 11, 19.11, writer classes. In the previous concept, I explained reader classes. These are complementary to writer classes are complementary to reader classes. So, the hierarchy I have given here, almost the functionality with the reference to writing is same. So, just keep that one in mind and go through this. You, more or less you can find the similar way of explanation. However, do not satisfy only with my explanation. You explore the segment of hierarchy like this and you explore them in detail and write the corresponding programs. Then only with the one or two efforts, iterations, you can master them. Now, this common root object is object. From that, writer class, this is as I told you like a reader class, this is abstract superclass. It provides functionalities for all its subclasses. This is same. Thereafter, buffered writer. Already I told you why buffered classes are created. Actually, when two devices are in a complementary manner are used, which are having different speeds, in order to balance their speeds and reduce the inefficiency or improve the efficiency, we use buffer classes. For the same purpose, we are using buffered writer. Earlier, we used buffered reader. Okay, that I need not explain specially. Thereafter, output stream writer. Output stream writer is the subclass of writer. Writer class provides functionalities for this. What is the purpose of that? Actually, earlier what I explained in inputting, bytes should be converted into characters. Bytes should be converted into characters. And now, for output purpose, characters should be converted into bytes. The functionality is taken up by this. It converts a stream of characters into stream of bytes. That you have to understand. That is its functionality. And actually, file writer. It is a small class. It is used for writes to character files. It writes characters to the files. Writes characters to the character files, and it inherits method. It does not have methods. It inherits method from the superclasses. That you have to understand. Thereafter, this is very important class. Actually, print writer. Print writer. Why it is so important? You know, we have to display data on the monitor screen. For any program, ultimately data to be displayed, the output should be displayed on the monitor screen. So, if you take the types of data we use in output is all types, assorted data. Any type of data should be displayed on the monitor screen. Then in such case, what should be done? Whatever, regardless of its type, it should be converted as a string, and then it should be displayed on the monitor screen. So, displays, that is why this print writer class basic purpose is displays string equivalent of primitives and objects. Primitives means you know all the types like byte, short, int, long, char, float, double, boolean, all are prints. Those are primitive types, but when they are being displayed on the monitor screen, they should be transformed as a string and displays that. That job is taken up by the print writer class. And not only that, primitives, objects also. We print objects also when suppose this is 5 is a primitive. 5 by 9, one fraction class if we define, this is an object. This is a simple constant or simple variable, whereas this is complex variable. So, in integrated manner it should be printed. For that purpose, it should be first converted as a string, that you have to understand. So, using print writer class, we are able to transform either primitive data types or objects as strings and display on the monitor screen. For that purpose, the most popular methods are either print line or print. So, it provides a common interface, a simple and common interface to display any type of data on the monitor screen in the form of strings. So, for that purpose, already explained to you many times, the print and print line methods uh, calls toString method of the object. Actually, the object is having one of the instance method is toString. What is the purpose of toString? It converts any type of data into string. So, in order to implement this functionality, converting other data into string types, these methods while implementing their jobs and all that, they call toString method of the object. So, in this manner you have to understand the functionalities, and with one or two iterations you can easily remember them. Thereafter workout programs, then you feel it is like a cakewalk, everything you can remember well.